words used to hurt me, they would bring me to my knees. Called me pathetic, trash, weak.
Ooh, yeah. Ladies, when y'all get to a certain point, like them, y'all,
Tell these folks your name, emotional. I don't think they heard you, man. Emotional. Who's the best rapper around? Emotional. Who's the new killer in town?
What's going on, YouTube? I'm Emotional, aka your Sultan of Sexy. You know where the best be. It's me, can't you see? I'm fresh and so clean. What's going on, y'all? We back at it for another reaction video. This is a request straight out my comment section. This is DAX from a man's perspective. I'm not gonna lie, before I turned the camera on, my brain went from a young G's perspective. You know what I'm saying? But official music video. So we about to go ahead and dive straight into it. Like, comment, subscribe. Now, baby, let's vibe. Hit the button, baby.
I don't know why you're making such a big deal about it. Stop acting like a bitch.
Well then.
You don't call somebody out of the name like that if you don't respect them. Don't start approaching me. I already told you. Don't start approaching me. Then I'll leave then. Then I'll leave. Move. Then I'll leave then.
I thought about it. One thing that I can say that I have never experienced, at least to my face, I've never had a woman who I dated call me out my name, like calling me that. I've never had that happen in my life. Thank God for that. But I feel for the brothers that have, because I know it's like, that's a trigger word for brothers. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a trigger word. Like, especially depending on where you come from. Like, it's literally like, it's one of them things, like, if you really want to set somebody off, if you really want to set a man off, that's what you call him. But also, it's like, bro, like, I don't know why folks do that. Like, we gotta treat each other better than this, bro. Because, like, we can't let our emotions, like, make us get to spewing stuff. I think that's the biggest thing with a lot of us in relationships, is like, we can't just let our emotions make us get to spewing and get to spewing and get to spewing. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, bring it back.
I thought we were forever, that was a mistake. You wrote it down in pencil, guess it got erased. Drawing on my weakness, look what you create. A masterpiece of everything you taught yourself to hate. I had to log off, your passwords changed. You always tried to run, I wasn't down to chase. Your trauma made you numb, I tried to give you faith. You took my kindness and threw it right back in my face. Ashamed to say I loved you and it hurts me cause I actually tried. Your truth was based off of lies. Your love was conditional and mine forgave you multiple times. That's why I had to finally walk away. It hurt me to leave, but was killing me to stay. The story of my life, this chapter and page is getting ripped out. And
question. So I'm looking at the video. I remember he said logged off, and it's like, okay, because I think when I hear log off, I think one thing my girl, she says, was like checked out. Like, when folks check out of like relationships, it's like, yo, like, I'm not all the way in it no more. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I'm mentally checked out. I've gone to a whole nother, you know, I'm thinking about, okay, what's my next move type situation. Now, especially like, is he logged out, quote unquote, when we get to, when she asks how what does he think of how she looked, like right here? Hold on, let me bring it back a little bit more.
Tried. Your truth was based off of lies. Your love was conditional.
See, because it's not the you look good, like you really think she look good. Like, fellas, you know when your girl look good, you gonna be like, what's them cartoon wolves where they be like, oh, 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 you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't think, you ain't gonna be like, you look good. No, you gonna be like, at least I don't do that. I'll be like, hey girl, give me your number. Stop playing with it, baby. Give me your digits. You know what I'm saying? I need them digits. Stop playing hard to get with me, baby. Let me get your number. You know what I'm saying? That's how I do. But it's like, it's like when you really think your girl look good, you're not gonna just be like, you look good. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I think this is the part where he's checked out. Okay.
Hurts me because I actually tried. Your truth was based off of lies. Your love was conditional and mine forgave you
brother.
multiple times. That's why I had to finally walk away. It hurt me to leave, but was killing me to stay. The story of my life, this chapter and page is getting ripped out and thrown in emotional flames. To be honest, I don't hate you. This is my only way to grieve. What you want isn't always what you need. I remember days I'd beg and I'd plead for you to just calm down and provide me with peace. Your words used to hurt me, they would bring me to my knees. Called me pathetic, trash, weak.
Ooh, yeah. Ladies, when y'all get to a certain point, like them, y'all can cut. Them tongues can cut, bro. Like them tongues can real life just chop you down to size. You know what I'm saying? Like it was like what's the word? It's like nothing is worth nothing. It's like nothing. I remember being told like nothing will cut a man more or kill a man more than a woman's tongue. And it's like, yo, like especially when you really love that woman and you really got your heart in it, you invest in it, stuff like that, like it'll cut deep. It'll cut deep. It'll cut. Bring it back.
Plead for you to just calm down and provide me with peace. Your words used to hurt me, they would bring me to my knees. Called me pathetic, trash, weak. So I got strong, got back on my feet, picked you up off the sidewalk, threw you back to the streets. Hey. Don't wanna talk about those times that you lied. Don't wanna talk about those times that I cried. Don't wanna talk about those times you denied all the truths that I spewed that I knew deep inside. The pressure I was feeling that was right up to my neck. The anxiety, depression that was weighing on my chest. The constant allegations, the blatant disrespect. The time that I lost to the money that I spent.
It be the allegations, bro. Like, I know both sides can get it. Cause I know it's like, it's men and women that have been on that side of like, the person you dating at the time, they get to like saying certain things like, oh, you doing this, you doing that. They get to just saying stuff. They get to saying stuff. I think the craziest thing for me, cause I was thinking about this like maybe like a few weeks ago. I was thinking about it like a few weeks ago. Like, I think the craziest thing I've experienced was getting basically like, what's the word? Getting basically folks was like, she was going in on me and we had a whole, we was arguing for like a week, I think, about a dream. And I was like, bro, what? When I look back, you know, hindsight 2020, it's like, bro, we real life going back and forth about a dream. And it's like, and then when I found out who was in the dream and what the dream was, I was like, are you serious, dog? Like, you had a dream about me messing around with this person? Got you. And I'm sitting here defending myself. And this is before I even knew who it was. I didn't even know who she just said, she gave me a description of how she looked. But then when she told me, I was like, dog, really? So I basically did all that work chasing behind you, trying to calm you down and reassure you and do all this stuff for nothing? Got you. Like at that, I remember when I was really going through it, I was so hot. Like before I really got past that whole situation, I was like, bro, like when I look back, I was so mad. I was so mad at myself.
Allegations, the blatant disrespect, the time that I lost to the money that I spent. I was going crazy, I was a shell of a man, trapped in your cage, lost in your maze, blinded by love, addicted to the pain, the highs and the lows, the storm and the rain. I started therapy to cope because you drove me insane, gassed me right up, then emptied my tank. So don't you try to spin the block when you see I'm doing greater, that I'm happy or I got another woman in your place, because I gave you too many chances to understand that pain sounds different when it's coming from a man. We not allowed to feel, be real, explain, express, and when we do, we lose the upper hand.
Sorry, I love the music. It's like a thing sound in there. It's like a, where is it?
Understand that pain sounds different when it's coming from a man. We not allowed to feel.
It's like a and it dropped like, I think it probably like a half step. It was like like I hear it in the background. That's cool. Hold on, bring it back.
The block when you see I'm doing greater, that I'm happy or I got another woman in your place because I gave you too many chances to understand that pain sounds different when it's coming from a man. We not allowed to feel, be real, explain, express, and when we do we lose the upper hand. We only have value based on what we can provide. I spoke your love language, you didn't understand mine. You pushed me to the edge, played like you were blind, and then you blamed all of your actions on your zodiac sign.
I would have been so mad. I would have been so mad, bro. You real life tripped out. And the reason is because of your zodiac sign, bro. Look, you believe what you believe, but don't come to me with that, bro. Don't do that with me, bro. Don't do that with me. I would have been so pissed off, bro. I'm being 100. I would have been pissed. Like, you put me through hell, calling me out my name, all this extra stuff, and all because of your zodiac sign? Really, bro? That's toxic. That's toxic. That is toxic, bro. That is real life toxicity. Like, and then like, I ain't gonna lie, I thank God I never had to deal with nobody that like tried to spin the block and tried to come back. That mess is weird. Like folks that I was actually like serious with anyway. But bring it back.
When it's coming from a man, we not allowed to feel, be real, explain, express, and when we do we lose the upper hand. We only have value based on what we can provide. I spoke your love language, you didn't understand mine. You pushed me to the edge, played like you were blind, and then you blamed all of your actions on your zodiac sign.
Toxic.
Never again.
That's toxic as hell, bro. That's so toxic. That's clean. That's hard. That's hard, bro. That's hard. Like, the thing for me with this one was, it's the, what's the word I'm looking for? It's the relatability for me with this one. Like, not to the point of like I was living with the girl and this, that, and the third, but it was like when I was dating a woman, it was like, I think it was around the time when I started saying that I was in love with her. And it seemed like it started to kind of go a certain direction. Maybe around the time, I think, when she was starting to be in love with me, but never told me. Because the thing was, she didn't tell me she was in love with me until I was ready to go. And so the thing for me with it was, it's like, with this one, it's like, it's hard to really, I think it took me meeting a good one, like, it took me meeting the right one to be willing to express how I feel. And I remember there was a point where she would try, like the one I'm with now, she would try to hold my hand and I would get nervous. I would get uncomfortable. I would kind of shake. Like, I was telling her about it. We was talking about it on New Year's, matter of fact. And I was telling her, like, hey, remember when you would try to hold my hand and I would shake a little bit? And it's like, when you're so accustomed to toxicity, or you've been through toxicity, it's kind of like when you finally get something that looks peaceful or is peaceful, you don't really know how to adjust to it. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, from what I remember, I will never forget, it was a girl I went to college with. She said something like, if you can't come back from cheating, if a person cheat on you and y'all can't come back from it, then it wasn't real. And I'm like, what? Why does somebody have to cheat in order for it to be real or be legit? I didn't understand that, and I didn't agree with it. And it's like, people are so accustomed to toxicity that they think that that's all that there is. And it's like, maybe you grew up like that. Maybe that's the only type of like relationships you've been in. So you've never really had like maybe your friends is toxic. The people you've dated have been toxic, and your family toxic. So now by the time you finally get around something that's actually good for you or trying to be good for you, you don't know how to adjust to it. And that's males and females. Now, since we talking about the fellas, it's like, we're not like I've said it before, we're not allowed to have feelings depending on the person you talking to. Like, there's some women that will not be okay with you really expressing yourself. It's kind of like you got to be hard body 24/7, and we're not naturally built like that. We're not built to be emotionless. We wouldn't, if we were supposed to be emotionless, we wouldn't have them. You see what I'm saying? Like, I think about that episode of what was it? Fairly Odd Parents, when Timmy wished he didn't have emotions. And then like he was just black to everything. And I remember I used to want to be like that. But then I met the right one and it made me be like, I don't want to be like that no more. Cause I remember being cold. Like I remember folks would say stuff to me and it wouldn't bother me. Like it wouldn't bother me. And I was cool because I trained and tried to condition myself, because I wasn't smoking, wasn't drinking, wasn't just doing anything and everything. Like I tried to harden my emotions. That's what I tried to do. And it got to a point where I'm like, I don't want to feel anything. I don't want to feel pain from her saying something to me that cut. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to feel that. I don't want to really feel anything. You know what I'm saying? And with certain women, it helped me. But then with the right one, it's not good. It's not healthy. Because I'm telling you, when you meet that right one, when you meet the one, bruh, I'm telling you, like, you gonna be glad that you can express yourself for real, because the right one will be okay with you expressing how you feel. The right one, not anyone. It's a difference between the right one and anyone. Everybody's not the one. We can't let one thing I say, fellas, we can't let our emotions sway us from what's right in front of you. You see the red flags. You see it. You see how toxic she is. You see she don't really, your family don't like her, your sisters don't like her, your peoples don't like, nobody's a fan of her. Maybe you got homegirls, like female friends and whatnot, and they don't mess with her. Nobody mess with her. That's a red flag in my book. Like, that was a big thing for me, was like, I needed somebody that my peoples liked, and my sisters and my family like her, so on and so forth. My people's all like mine. So it's like, that's a big thing for me. And so it's like, and then she actually was willing to meet them, versus like the others, it was like, it was either they weren't willing to meet my sisters or they weren't willing to meet my parents. It was one or the other, or both. You know what I'm saying? But fellas, like, pay attention, bro. Like, even when it comes to like getting married, like, one thing, I had a married man tell me this, right? He said, getting married for love is stupid. And then I was like, I remember when you first hear it, it's like, what? How is it stupid? You know what I'm saying? But then I thought about it, and I remember folks explained it to me. It's like, you're not going to always feel love. You're not going to always feel like you're in love. You're not going to always have that. So it's like, when she's making you upset, do you still love her? Do you still like her? You're not going to like her all the time. And again, this is advice that I got from a married man, right? So it's like, it's one of them things where it's like, fellas, we gotta be willing to express ourselves and get stuff off your chest, because that's something I'm still learning. I'm still learning that. We gotta get stuff off our chest, bro. Like, do it for you, bro. Do it for you. We're taught to do everything for the women, the kids, the bills, the everything. What are you doing for yourself? What are you doing to take care of you? Take care of you, bro. That's something I'm still learning. I'm still learning it too. So we in the same boat if you're not there yet. But like, I'm walking with you, dog. I'm walking with you, bro. But W track, bro. I like, because one thing I do like about it though, it was dope because it wasn't necessarily like super lyrical, like it wasn't necessarily that. But it was real. It was like, I heard this battle rapper Calico say, it's a difference between metaphors and real rap, and this is real rap. That's what this is. It's relatable. You can feel it. You get it. Folks have been through it, and folks are still going through it, and folks is always, I think, gonna still go through this. So it's one of them records where you could listen to it, your boys can listen to it, they boys can listen to it, and so on and so forth. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I'm thinking about her though. PC's it, baby. Lay out.